I'm exploring ways for using GPT in order to learn math topics. Here's an example. I will learn to like a math topic, factoring trinomials, x squared plus bx plus c. And here's my prompt. I learned that if x squared plus bx plus c is factorable, and there's a pair of numbers d and e such that x squared plus bx plus c equals to x plus d times x plus e as factors. I'm trying to factor this trinomial x squared minus ax plus 12, but I could not figure it out. Can you provide me with step-by-step guidance on how to factor it? Do not provide me with the answer. Present a step at a time, wait for my response, and ask me questions that guide me through and to move forward.
Sure. Let's work through the process step by step. We'll start by identifying the important components we need to factor the trinomial x squared minus 8x plus 12. Step 1. Understanding the problem, we need to find two numbers, d and e, such that 1. d c dot e equals c, the constant term of the trinomial, which is 12. 2. d plus e equals b, the coefficient of the x term, which is meg is 8. So for x squared minus 8x plus 12, we are looking for two numbers whose product is 12 and whose sum is negative 8. Step 2, finding the pair of numbers. First, let's list the pairs of numbers that multiply to 12. What are the pairs of factors of 12?
At this point, I provided an answer. I provided four pairs of 3 and 4, 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 4 and 5 as my attempts for this question.
Almost there. It looks like one of the pairs is incorrect. Let's list all the correct pairs of factors for 12, 1. 1, 12. 2, 2, 6. 3, 1, minus 12. 5, negative 2, negative 6. 6, negative 3, negative 4. We need to find a pair that sums up to negative 8. Now let's check the sums of these pairs. 1, 1 plus 12 equals 13. 2, 2 plus 6 equals 8. 3, 3 plus 4 equals 7. 4, negative 1 gives negative 13. 5, negative 2, negative 6 equals 8, 6. Which pair has a sum of negative 8?
With 2 seconds of thinking, my answer for this question is 2 and 6.
Close, but there's a slight mistake. The correct pair should be one that sums to negative 8. Let's re-examine the pairs where the signs are negative. 1, minus 2 plus minus 6 equals minus 8. So the correct pair is minus 2 minus 6. Step 3, writing the factors. Given that we found minus 2 plus 6 equal minus 8, we can now write the trinomial in its factored form. We can express x squared minus 8x plus 12 as x minus 2, x minus 6. Final step, verification. To ensure our factors are correct, we should expand x minus 2, x minus 6 back to the original trinomial. Can you expand x minus 2, x minus 6 and check if it equals minus 8x plus 12?
This is a good question for me because I do not know how to expand it in order to check the answer. So I ask, I do not know how to expand it. Can you guide me with this process?
Of course, let's go through the steps of expanding x minus 2x minus 6. Expanding x minus 2x 6. 1. Use the distributive property FOIL method. First, multiply the first terms, x c dot x, outer, multiply the outer terms, x dot minus 6, inner, multiply the inner terms, t dot x. Last, multiply the last terms, negative 2 dot negative 6. So let's calculate each of these. 1. First, x dot x, x2, outer, x dot minus 6, negative 6x. 3. Inner, minus 2 dot x equals minus 2x, 4. Last, minus 6 equals 12s. To combine all these terms, the x squared minus 6x plus minus 2x plus 12. 3. Simplify by combining like terms. X squared minus 6x minus 2x 12 equals x squared minus 8x plus 12. So we have x2 minus 8x plus 12. This confirms that x minus x2 minus 6 is indeed the correct factorization. Do you have any questions about the expansion process?
This is a good question because I do not know why negative 6x minus 2x equals to negative 8x. So I asked, why does negative 6x minus 2x equals to negative 8x?
Great question. Let's break down why minus 6 minus 2x and minus 8x. When combining like terms, you add the coefficients, the numerical parts of the terms that have the same variable. Here, both minus 6x and minus 2x have the variable x. 1. Identify the coefficients. In minus 6x, the coefficient is minus 6. In minus 2x, the coefficient is minus 2. 2. Add the coefficients together. Minus 6 plus minus 2 equals minus 8. 3. Combine the result with the variable x. Minus 8 equals minus 8x, therefore minus 6x minus 8x. Does this explanation help clarify things?
This explanation definitely helps. However, I'm wondering if there's a different explanation for this concept. And here's what ChatGPT provided. Can use visualizations with negative numbers. Can use a real-world analogy in terms of money. You own $6, you own 2 more, so it means you own $8. Or you can use a basic algebraic concepts, which means factoring common factor negative 1x out and combining the two, you have the same answer as negative ax. And at the end, I wanted to practice these concepts, and I asked ChatGPT to provide another example for me to practice. Out of curiosity, I asked about different factoring methods that can be applied to trinomials. 3 methods were provided, grouping the quadratic formula and completeness square. Each method was explained with its underlying concept and step-by-step instructions. Using the example x squared plus 5x plus 6, each method was illustrated with detailed explanations of the steps involved and provided.